for 13 years of your life, and you looked like you were 80 years old, but really you're only 13. I don't know about all of you guys, but if only living 13 years of your life would not be ideal. I will be informing you today about progeria. I'm going to talk about what progeria is and the symptoms. Progeria is a life-altering disease. Progeria disease causes children to age rapidly. As stated by progerianinfo.weebly.com, last updated in 2009, out of the whole world, only 1 in 8 million people get progeria. As referenced by MayoClinic.com, last updated in 2011, the average life expectancy of a child with progeria is only 13 years. When a child has progeria, their real age can be 5, but they look like they're 70 years old. For every 1 year for a child that has progeria, their aging is equivalent to 10 years. Also referenced by MayoClinic.com, the reason why children get progeria is because of a mutation in their gene. It deals with the mutation in the LMNA gene. LMNA stands for the lambda AC. The lambda protein holds the nucleus of a cell, and it is so important because the nucleus of a cell is basically the brain of the cell, which is the most important. Also stated by MayoClinic.com, there's a mutation which causes the nucleus to be unstable. There's cellular instability, which is the cause of the premature aging. Getting tested for progeria is really important, even though there is no cure. What you can do when you go to the doctor, they will look at a specific genetic change, and also stated by MayoClinic.com, they will look at the LMNA gene specifically. When they look for the specific genetic change, they're looking for the mutation in the LMNA gene that I told you about. A sample of the child's blood will be tested for the gene. Now that I just talked about progeria, what progeria is, and now I'm going to be talking about the symptoms. There are many symptoms that children have when they have progeria. As stated by Genome.gov, last updated in 2010, children with disease could have a mutation, which causes the kids to have these symptoms. The symptoms that they could have are internal and external. This disease has a variety of external symptoms. As referenced by MayoClinic.com, last updated in 2011, growth of a child with progeria slows markedly. Okay, before I tell you guys how old this kid is, I'm going to call on some of you to see how old you guys really think he is. Jessica?
30.
Do you think he's 30? Chet?
72.
72. Okay, well, his real age is only 12. I know, a lot of you may be thinking, like, this is incredible. As you can see, what happens to the face, the face becomes narrowed, and the hair loss, they have no hair, and their eyelashes and eyebrows can fall out. Hardening and tightening of the skin and trunk and extremities, and their head could be disproportional to their face. These kids will also have below average height, and their weight will be below average. As stated by MedlinePlus.gov, last updated in 2009, children can also have teeth that are delayed or absent formation, which means that the teeth may never come in. This disease has a variety of symptoms that are internal. As referenced by medicalnews.com today, last updated in 2011, children with progeria tend to have high-pitched voice. They also may have stiff joints. The children could also have hip dislocation, and as stated by ProgeriaSearch.com, children may also have irregular heartbeat. So now that I just talked about what progeria is and the symptoms, and now I just informed you about what don't take your life for granted, because a lot of kids with progeria would rather be in your guys' shoes.